This is the part where I think about comics in the future wearing assless chaps.
Is it the woman that's moaning or what?
Whoever it is, they definitely have a mohawk.
I hate you both.
What? Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes. We can't curse for 10 minutes, guys. That's the rule on this show.
That's gonna be really
try
hard
and
to do.
keep it monetized. We can do this. We can do it together, Comics.
Yes, we can. How's it going, everybody? Hi, we have a special guest, John F. Trent himself from Down in the Comics. How are you doing, John?
I'm doing great. Doing great. I won't have any problems with the cussing rule. So
Okay, well, that's always good.
He's like a tall glass of milk.
Tonight, so I'm channeling Odin now. I just went to confession tonight, so I'm not trying to.
You don't want to ruin it up already, right? You just do your Hail Marys and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also with us is the man with the fabulous hair, Coach Casino.
Well, hello and welcome to Comics Division's Thursday Throwdown, where we throw down about Thursday things.
Are you summoning Shellback? What are you doing there? What punctuation is at the end of that sentence?
I don't know. I'm not the writer. You are. So's John. I don't write shit.
Demonetized. Also tonight with us we have the man himself, the Vigilante Williamson. Vigilante Williamson
here on another episode of Thursday Throwdown instead of yelling at parked cars.
Yep.
And I'm excited.
What's on your hat?
It's a Pistons hat.
Oh, Pistons. Okay.
Yeah. I have a bunch of. I'm from Detroit. I don't live in Detroit now. I live in the South, but I got a bunch of Detroit hats, and so that's part of the gimmick.
Apparently, I am being robotic again. Probably because I have Streamlabs open.
A little bit.
Crap. Okay, how's that? Is it better?
Sounds a lot better.
Okay, yeah. It was because Streamlabs was open. Jeez.
Yeah, we couldn't hear your soul patch properly before then, but now everything's good.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as you can hear the soul patch. Also with us, we have author Stephen Walton. Coffee enthusiast.
Here we go. See, now he's going to be a dick too, but I deserve it a little bit. Hail to the chat. What did I do?
You cursed.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Wait, Coach, you curse first, Mister. I don't curse.
Oh yeah, you did it.
2 minutes in, you're just dropping S-bombs.
This is what I have to deal with, folks.
We're still monetized. I promise you. I got to add just a minute ago after I said that. I
got that. Yeah. I think it's mainly like F. I think it's like F and B, probably.
You know what I don't have? I don't have the beginning of a man bun that you're sporting back there, Chief. But go ahead and finish your intro.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. Your hair looks frizzy this evening, one lip. Thank you guys very much for being here. Hail to the chat. Please hit the like button and share out the link. We're going to talk about some funny things tonight. And I get to hang out with Vigilante Williamson, and I get to see him, unlike his usual targets during ping pong.
Wow.
This will never die.
No, it's never going away. I got to deal with coffee enemas and trees. You're going to deal with throwing balls at Stevie Wonder. That's what's happening.
That's not what's happening. You know what happened? You know what you guys did? You guys did with me with the Stevie Wonder thing. What happens to you? You took things, you twisted the narrative, and you're spinning the line. You keep repeating the line. So
that's not what we do.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what the industry does. That's not what we do.
You guys have lived long enough. See, John Trent doesn't get it. I'm sorry to bring
John.
You
Trust me.
You guys have lived long enough.
I don't know. Playing ping pong with Stevie Wonder is actually a hilarious visual. I'm not going to lie.
So
it's funny.
I'm not going to explain the joke because it's not my joke. But you guys didn't die a hero, and you lived long enough to see yourself become a villain. You're just repeating the lie until it becomes true, and it's irony and for shame for all of you.
Until it becomes true. So you are indeed throwing balls at Stevie Wonder to see if he's blind or not.
You know what sucks? I love Stevie Wonder, and like I will never be allowed to sample any of his music ever. There's no way.
I heard he beat Forrest Gump at ping pong. He's the only one, right?
Now, Bounding in the Comics is going to be writing about
it. This is an article. It's a breaking story, Vigilante.
Well, because you guys are talking about the SEO and everything before stream, we were talking inside baseball, and actually, my video about the Snyder Cut should have met every SEO standard, and it did okay. It did good for me, but it was one of the first videos and definitely got suppressed throughout the day. So I don't think it's just SEO. I think they hate
holding you down, man.
Oh,
yeah,
They just hold you
dude,
down.
yeah.
That's typical. Yeah, it's typical.
Yeah.
All right. Unfortunately, I can't highlight the chat because it's already gone by. But we got a super sticker from Crazy Cat Guy for $5. And I think it says hiya, but the stupid thing refreshed and it went away. And then we also have a very phallic unicorn from Culture Casino for $1.49.
Doom.
Yeah. Or a Doomicorn, depending on your persuasion.
To Doomicorn. Why are you messing with me this early, Culture? Don't waste all your ammo of the shit people seen 100 times before.
And my camera turned off.
Oh,
It's
no.
being problem.
Steven, are you saying you want to see new things?
No.
Careful what you ask for, bro.
I'm going to learn the meme one day, and I'm coming at you with a vengeance, Mr. Casino.
I swear.
Comix is having technical issues.
Yeah, my computer. See, it now
Dude,
it's
this is rad. It's
Wow,
now it's flickering. Looks like it's a no camera evening for me, guys. Sorry.
Dance club division.
If you have epilepsy, turn off the stream.
Yeah. Oh no, it's been acting weird since last night. I probably just need to reboot my computer and everything will be fine, which I'm not going to be doing in the middle of live stream.
You got to clone the porn tabs, man. You got to clear your browser history every now and again. You can't let that stuff in. You can't let it fester.
Anywho, so what do we want to talk about first?
Like you don't know.
I'm be honest. I'm actually all spent with the whole Snyder thing because I spent like 3 hours streaming earlier and did a video, and then spent like 2 hours streaming last night.
Yeah, you
Shall
still don't
we
want to
talk about that?
Whatever
You're
you
Got
got.
a Batman shirt on.
Yeah. Well, because I'm a Batman diehard, and that's unfortunate for me.
Yeah, well, your diehard's going soft. You don't want to talk about it no more.
No, did you watch the fan film?
Dying is easy. Yeah, and I've known.
Oh yeah, that was fantastic.
I've known about them for a while. Bat and the Sun. They've been at it for a while.
Well, I love their superhero beatdown stuff. That stuff was really good.
Yeah.
They also did the Valiant stuff. They did the Valiant with the Bloodshot stuff. Bloodshot.
It's been a number of years since I actually
Ninjak versus Valiant Universe.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually watched any of their stuff, and I didn't realize that they were doing the Batman stuff because I loved Batman Dead End back in the day.
I remember that. Yeah,
that was really good, and it's the same actor who plays Batman, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
and then the main guy plays Joker, right? He always played the.
The same guy. He's played Joker. Didn't he play it like in a Joker versus Deadpool?
Yeah, he's like the main guy who does the videos. He's the director.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been playing the Joker for a while. At least with the Bat and the Sun stuff. And I don't know if the people who were Bat and the Sun did the original Dead End or not.
Yeah.
I have to say that fan film was ridiculous. I saw another one that wasn't an official production. Somebody tweeted it to me, probably somebody in this chat. It was the Gambit fan film.
I saw that Gambit fan film.
Man, I cannot believe the quality we're getting out of this fan stuff, man. It is amazing, and it inspires me to do the same thing.
Well, the thing that's sad about it is that they're better than Hollywood. I mean that was a perfect Batman story.
Oh, dude, and the Joker was spot on, man. I mean that performance there and everything about it, and that's how Batman would solve a problem. He didn't have to commit violence. He didn't have to do anything. Other than to just convince the Joker to tell him.
It was just the difference between creativity that you get from people who are fans of the material, and then those that have endless deep pockets that aren't fans that produce the kind of garbage that we get from the mainstream. It's just heart, just having a little bit of heart, understanding, love for these characters can do a lot in transforming them from a script into a screen. I mean, and that benefits everyone. But I'd rather watch fan films; they got more heart in them.
Yeah, the Warhammer 40K stuff is awesome. Those fan films are
those are good.
There's a lot of them.
I'm not into Warhammer. Everyone, I've only heard about Warhammer this past year because I beforehand never even heard of it.
Oh, dude, I love the Warhammer
Need some
lore.
40K in your life.
Yeah. And once you
Seems like
do,
an
you will have
expensive
no
habit.
money.
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to save, and I have goals in life, so I can't.
Well, you can also at this point.
Just buy the books. You don't need to.
Oh, there you go.
I can't be that much
Well,
of a nerd.
if you get a 3D printer at this point, you can print your own damn minis. You don't need to go and buy the Games Workshop shit anymore.
Yeah, if you get a good 3D scan for sure.
Yeah. Well, there's people that actually make their own models.
Yeah.
And you can buy them like on the cheap,
Yeah,
like $5, print all you want.
Yeah, man, they're virgins.
Yep.
Hey, now
We made it past 10 minutes, by the way. I don't know if we're still monetized.
It's like the
let's-
knockoff Legos, right? That you see at the cons. The knockoff Lego.
Right.
Speaking of which, there's a movement.
Damn it, we're demonetized, of course.
I only cursed twice. We didn't talk about anything political.
Really?
No, it was Vigilante Williamson, and he came on
His
here
oppression
talking
of the blind.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Balls.
you four alt writers are making fun of a black guy, so can't wait till John has to defend that on Bounding after the rap writes a hit piece.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which they did, by the way, already.
They
on,
did, yeah.
yeah.
What?
It's not
Yeah,
surprising.
because I covered it. I love the
They were
yeah,
Bounding?
not on Bounding,
No,
but
It
on
was
the
on
Snyder
Geeks
thing.
and Gamers.
On
No
the
shit.
Geeks.
Geeks and Gamers. Yeah, Geeks was a Snyder slams alt right, and then it has the panel, which you can notice that like 1/3 of them are not white at least. So,
Well, yeah, the entire stream was set by a black guy, so yeah.
yeah,
Fucking
A
alt-right
leftist
white
black
guy.
guy. Like a
black
real
hardcore leftist too.
Yes.
Yes,
Hardcore.
Uche is pretty left. I mean, come on.
Pretty left. That's add a little
Yeah.
bit more to that. He's left, but I love the man. And you're right. He put together. It doesn't matter. Facts don't matter, Vigilante. Only the feelings. Only what needs to be projected.
Yeah.
Only what need the narrative that needs to be sold.
Feelings
Facts
don't
don't
even
matter.
matter. It's not about feelings. It's not about facts. It's about propaganda and
Yes, sir.
spamming propaganda until you believe it.
Mhm.
Until you're forced to believe it. That's the name of the game.
There are only 4 lights. There are 4 lights.
There are 4 lights. Yeah, man. You say a lie enough times, and the lie becomes the truth.
Okay. I want to know. So, HPG3 is saying Jeremy is a complete fraud. For what? After last night, because of that stream. I mean, they were trying to raise money for a cause. So
supposedly he said something that pissed people off, but I didn't watch everybody's stream to know everything about everything.
yeah, I mean, I didn't watch the stream. I had no idea what was said. So
I mean, I saw the infamous stream, but unfortunately, I was going in and out, so I actually missed the introduction live, and then came back. And I keep saying this joke, but I felt like the Donald Glover meme when you walk in with pizza, but everything's on fire because everybody was real silent. I'm like, why is there's no more?
Dude,
donations.
It was crazy because I mean, we were of course I was streaming at the time over on Sporkin's channel, but I had the because I was giving updates to the channel what was happening on the charity stream. Right, all of a sudden, man, donations stopped. I mean, like slowed to a trickle. It was insane. The chat slowed down. Everybody's demeanor on the panel, it was immediately different.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Look at. I mean, just I feel bad for friends of mine who were on that panel. People that I've known since I was a small channel. People like Lethal. People like Ryan. That had to endure that, and they did. They endured it for the good of the charity, and that's the number one takeaway that needs to be took from this entire situation: is how much money was raised for suicide prevention. For that that's everyone.
I agree with Steven. There's a time and place to be an asshole, and that probably would not have been a time for Jeremy to basically unleash hell on somebody.
No,
I mean,
he's got an entire company, Comix. He's got an entire company of people. He's got people on his payroll. He's got different channels that he's running. He can't make a rash decision like that. Just jump off half cocked. I'm sorry.
And he recused himself from that in the first place, Steven. He wasn't on that panel. He did that on purpose. He wanted to give.
That's true. He wasn't there either.
He wanted to give the people on his team all of that support. You're 100% right, Steven. You were
sometimes. Yeah, sometimes.
So I watched Eric July's stream on this, and I'm probably going to disagree with you guys. And Eric July says that if he was on the stream, he would have asked Zack to clarify what he was saying. And I do think that's probably something that
Uche should have done.
Uche should have done. Should have been like, wait, what are you saying? Just to ask for clarification.
Yeah.
Like I think that's
HBG3 is saying basically he's talking with the stream afterwards. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't aware of the stream that happened afterwards either. So
yeah, I know.
I was aware that they were doing the fundraising stream, but that was really it. I was busy doing.
Well, there was a lot that happened afterward. There were people taking advantage of the situation.
There were multiple streams. Are you kidding? That was kind of like, I mean, what do you expect? It's YouTube. You have
taking advantage is a strong word. Like, who do you think was taking advantage of the situation?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to get you in trouble. Put it in the private chat if you don't want us to.
I'm saving it for Rogue. I'm not going. I don't want to start beef. I'm not trying to start beef. Yeah,
no,
I'll do that myself.
But because here's my thing about the whole thing, man. Like, okay, I'm not gonna use charity as what we raise something for the charity. So let's not criticize Zack Snyder for damn near. I believe. I almost believe that shit was a hit. Why the hell did he come on the stream at all? Why did he?
Well, that was one thing I was thinking too. Is like if I don't know, it could go either way. I feel like if he was trying to do a hit, he could have said it much worse. But at the same time,
unless it's supposed to be a subtle one. I mean, because I
don't know. It's like I don't know how fucking Hollywood works. I mean, that shit's all jacked up.
But here's what I do know. I know that Kelly Marie Tran popped out of the ether, and actually, I'm a Kelly Marie Tran fan, but it has nothing to do with her acting. She popped out of the ether a few weeks ago. Last week we had that Rewriting Ripley article.
Well, she popped out of the ether out of nowhere because of that movie she was in. She did for Disney.
Yeah, Raya.
Yeah,
Raya. That's the only reason why she's in the news again is because of that. And naturally, whenever she's in the news, they have to bring up the whole thing with her quitting social media and her being harassed off. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's an example of what I just said. They've told that lie so much. That's the truth. Doesn't matter what we think. Doesn't matter what actually happened. Yeah. That is the truth. So all of these things happen, and then rather it's I can be conspiracy theorists. And at first, I wasn't the one who said that. It was you people in the chat. You guys who commented on my video said, yeah, something something's not right. I just don't know why he did the stream. If Geeks and Gamers are such a bad brand. And I don't know everything about the Fandom Menace. I'm a fan, but I've only been at it however many months I've been at it. So I don't know if Jeremy has, this puppy kicking incident or something that he's just done that's so terrible that means any association with him is so bad. But what if they're so bad that you can't be on the stream with them? Don't be on the stream with. Don't even set the stream up.
Well, the reason why he's so quote unquote bad is because he calls out a lot of that nonsense. I mean. He's even talked about how they thought about banning him from Star Wars Celebration, but they knew that if they did that, he would just make a big deal out of it and basically.
I mean, he did get banned from that. He did get banned from that Pensacola convention. They did ban.
Well, a lot of it too is it's the bad press that he brings. These companies and I think that's a huge part of it. And of course, anything. I mean, look what they do to Gary. They call him a white supremacist and a racist and all this stuff. And anybody who goes against the narrative these days is being branded, I should say, as a white supremacist, which is stupid.
So and Comix, all about this. I mean, you've been covering this in the comics industry because that's where it really. I mean, we saw it starting there like 6 years ago. Mm-hmm. Ethan and Richard. Or I guess your boy Zack, or whatever you want to call him, they were going after them hard. I mean, if you look in our archives, go back and just look at that stuff, man. They were doing the same thing that they're doing to Jeremy now, but they were doing to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take that a step back further to when the entire.
All he had to do is talk a little shit. I mean, they dug up the dark roast. I mean, as terrible as it was, and not terrible because of what he said. He called Antos a cum dumpster. Ooh, big fucking deal. But the Dark Roast was kind of honestly it pales in comparison to other things that are out there. So
was that inaccurate in any way?
No, he was just making fun of her. That was no idea.
That's why I shouldn't have said that. We all know it was accurate, but I didn't have anything else. I'm sorry, I'm not that good.
That's fine.
You take it back even further, the entire mission that has been laid out, the plan, if you will, since at the inception of the SJW, when they used to wear it like a badge of honor. And it is about the access media.
That was the term they used until we started adopting it and making fun of them.
Right.
And that's what kind of started the anti-SJW movement, which basically kind of fell apart at this point.
Well,
all the original anti-SJWs aren't even around anymore. They basically abandoned it.
Well, they moved on. You're right. You're absolutely there. Or they became mundane Mats. This culture, the way that they have attacked people of common sense in various industries have always been the same. And it's been the same since 2014. They just really try to destroy your financial viability, your reputation by, like Vigilante was saying, repeating a lie over and over and over again in the media. This is many different institutions, people that are all forming the same narrative to protect themselves, to protect their echo chamber for whatever reason. And in most cases, it is people trying to protect their wealth, which is ridiculous. It is not about any kind of social movement. It is not about progression. So when you look at something like what happened with Geeks and Gamers just recently, this is a company that has continuously hired people, regardless of their political affiliation, who they sleep with, what color they are, what gender they are. That is, if anything, Jeremy's problem is that he likes to surround himself with people who have different opinions and like to debate and fight. That's not an echo chamber, in my opinion. And a lot of the inspiration, a lot of the culture, if you will, that has been grafted into the Fandom Menace, or whatever this thing eventually will become, has been just like that, respecting an individual's opinion, not thinking about them on surface terms, not thinking about their color or race or gender. We are all people. We are all fans. We are an overarching umbrella fandom of many different genres, and we look out for one another. We do things like come together and create charities and fund charities and promote charities. This is what we do. I don't know what Zack Snyder was being told, but when he came in there and married those two thoughts together, that was nothing but straight disrespect. And I can't help but think that there's a correlation between the two, and an argument cannot really be made that these are two separate statements. They were married together, how they were placed. If he meant them as two different things, he would have said the second half a few minutes after he had said the first, which was disrespectful in the first place. And yes, Uche should have stood up and been like, what are you talking about? Instead of saying, yeah, I hear what you're saying. No, I don't think you did hear exactly how he was saying what he was saying. I'm done preaching for a minute.
Yeah. And also, what's up, Tug? How you doing, man?
Hell, Tug. Oh shit. Hey, Tug is
I have no idea. Like I said, I'm not Jeremy. Obviously, I'm not going to react like him. I'm sure he'll probably offer clarification on Friday Night Tights, maybe. But
he did a video earlier today.
Oh, he did?
Like
okay.
Response video. Yeah.
So I see that people are mad at Jeremy, and I don't know why, like at a genuine level, because I didn't see what it is. Like one thing I do want to mention, just for disclosure, I'm just not a big fan of Jeremy, not because of anything he did. It's just he's not a content creator I watch because there's 24 hours in a day, and I watch Sports Wars. That's probably the only stuff from him that I do check out. Just because I just am not too big on him, so I don't really know enough to know every detail about, like you guys were talking about stuff. Like I don't know the backstory with Geeks and Gamers.
Oh, okay, so what Talk to Me was saying is that the donation page had a Geeks and Gamer logo that was supposed to be taken down. That was found out minutes before the appearance. Okay.
I do know that because I saw Deadwood Dale did a video and he showed that. He showed that Geeks and Gamers logo was there, and then a few minutes later it wasn't. But I still don't understand why that had to happen the way it did. Even if he had to do some like distancing himself, he could have just said, "Hey, guy, first thing he should have did is thank you guys. I appreciate everything you guys did. Real quick, just for clarification purposes, it's just what Geeks and Gamers is not affiliated with this in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But I thank everybody for what they did." He said something like that. This is not a story,
right?
That's all he had to say. What was so wrong? What happened where he couldn't say something like that?
No.
Maybe the guy was nervous, but I think, in my opinion, he was definitely marrying rhetoric that he had been hearing.
He was told to say that.
I'm pretty sure that he was told to say it, because this is stuff I've been seeing from DC's Twitter
right before
account.
He says it. Look at his face right before he says it. And I show it on my video, subtle plug for my video that YouTube kind of suppressed. I show it close up, and you can note how uncomfortable he kind of does one of these things.
No, he did kind of sound uncomfortable saying it, but yeah. I'm pretty sure Warner told him to do it. He still said it, but
oh yeah, I'm not. Last thing I'm doing is absolving him. I'm just telling
he's basically. I've seen this shit from their Twitter account from like a few weeks ago when. They started bringing up all this, Asian white supremacy hate stuff that was going on. I don't know. Like I said, it just.
And real quick,
I'm not surprised. Honestly, I'm not surprised they made him say it.
And just, you know what, for clerical purposes, I'm sure we all denounce what actually happened, that damn incident that happened. Nobody on earth wants what happened in Atlanta to happen. So I have no idea why that was married to Geeks and Gamers outside of it being intentional.
I don't think it was so much married to him.
Man,
like I
he's
said,
a director.
when you
He
have this
understands
initial
psychological association
assaults happening against Asian Americans, DC made that statement, and you kind of started seeing all the politicians saying the same thing, and even Ruth Korean is bringing up the fact that Kevin Smith had basically the same thing.
Yeah,
we talked about that before we went live.
Yeah, and it's and again, this is a natural extension of the ADL's campaign, No Place for Hate, which they were putting in place in schools and stuff like that. So should he have let it breathe? 100%. But no, I think Vigilante Williamson is right. He's a director. He understands it's very advanced NLP going on there. Yes. You're making associations by putting those two things together the way that it was done. I'm going to land in a different category when it comes to stuff like they're probably close to what John thinks, in that I don't know that Uche could have handled it differently than he did in the time, at least not with how he was
live.
Yeah,
live is very easy to say what you should say live, but we're all doing this live, and I don't know what the fuck I'm about to say next. So it's very easy,
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, Eric July has his perspective on things too, and he has a different political.
He's an anarchist. He's a libertarian anarchist. He's a bulldozer. That's what Eric July is. I respect and love Eric July, but not everybody is Eric July.
Yeah, he said that. He said, he actually said that in part of the stream. Like, you know what? I respect you guys because I couldn't have did what you did. I thought Uche handled it at the moment as well as somebody could right at the moment.
He was kicked in the teeth. He was kicked in the teeth in that.
They all were.
And
yeah,
right. Yeah. Well, you can see it on their faces.
There's certain ways you can react to something like that. You can go, "Oh, okay," and just move on. And that's honestly how I probably would have dealt with the situation. Maybe I would address it offline, depending on if it wasn't offline. But
I'm not being an apologist. I'm just saying Eric sees things through his political filter. Uche sees it through his political filter. He tried to do as professional a thing as he could think to do at the time. But yeah, I mean, look, was it a mistake? Who knows?
Uche is also a liberal, so as soon as he started talking about, and I reject hate in all forms, he was probably just like bleeding heart. He
was nodding along.
Yeah, he wasn't thinking about the context of how it was being put together. He was just thinking, that's his language. That's what he's used to hearing. That's how he thinks. So immediately, it would have been disassociated from anything previous to it. He handled it the best that he could.
We also have to remember it was indeed a charity stream, and it had just raised $60K.
Yeah.
Before that happened, I'm sure he was thinking about charity. Like, okay, I don't want to really screw everything up. This is about a charity. Let's just keep it moving. Yeah, I can respect that.
And here's the thing: had he not shown up, and author Stephen Walton and I have had this conversation, and several other people as well. Had he not shown up, had he just said, "You know what? I don't have time for this. The digital red carpet thing's happening. I got all this other stuff going on that I need to get to. I'm just not going to make it." They would have raised a lot more money, and that incident never would have happened.
And that's my question: why didn't he just do that?
I don't know. I really don't. But here again, nobody's ever going to know the true motivation. Was he told to say that? I guarantee it. Because again, like Ruth Korean said, like I've seen, I'm trying to find this tweet. I am like trying to find it because it has Kevin Smith's exact freaking statement.
So hold on. I want to stop you there. Yeah. I'm going to point to Gina Carano here because I think it's relevant to what you're talking about. They tried to get her to issue an apology. She didn't do it.
Right.
So I agree. The fact that you're saying that he's telling him, if Warner Brothers telling him to do it, he still went on there. If that's the assumption you want to make, he still went on there and said it. So I mean, he made that choice. He did that.
That is true. I would definitely give you that.
Where Gina was like, "No, I'll meet you and have a dinner or whatever." She said, "I'm not doing that."
Oh yeah, she wasn't going to go to a struggle session, John. She knew better than to do that. No, I mean, because that's what it was. They wanted her to do. Hey, come and participate in the struggle session where we beat on you for from 100 different directions.
Right, and she also, I mean, it was also she put the beep bop boop stuff too because she didn't want to issue the apology. Yeah, she did it her way.
Well, that's Gina Carano, man. She's way more punk rock than Snyder.
he's part of the establishment, man. He's trying to he's going to try to keep getting
He
gigs
wants
in
his
Hollywood.
sequels. He wants new movies.
He's not going to get a sequel. I mean, Warner's already told him no, thank you. But it just, you know, and at this point, based on the feedback, I don't know that you'd want. Some people enjoyed it, some people didn't enjoy it, but you don't want split fandom on something like this. You want people that are partied out for this thing.
A major part of the fandom that had come together, people that didn't even care about this and began to promote it and talk about it and say this is a win for the fans, just had the win knocked out of them. I don't know if this isn't going any further.
Yeah, and this is interesting. So Tox is saying is Snyder apparently went to bat for G&G to WB, but in the end, you don't bite the hand that feeds you. It makes me wonder if they basically said you can only go there if you issue this statement. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what Uche implied. Again, plug for the video because I took that clip. Shout out to Toxic Man Flu because he's the one who gave me the clip. Uche in one of those after streams, and I don't know, I can't remember which one. He says basically he talks about what happened during the production. This is all from Uche, so you guys, take that. But apparently during the production of the original Justice League, before the unfortunate tragedy happened with his daughter, before he left the project, he wanted to add Green Lantern, and apparently just went behind their backs to kind of add him. And they said, if you add him, we'll cancel the movie. We'll take you off of it. This is what Uche said then. This is Uche's story, so you guys listen to it. And then apparently it was implied that a similar threat was made. But I can't imagine it could have been for this movie because it was hours before it was about to be released.
Yeah, there's no
it had to be for future stuff. And I have heard, even though maybe not sequels, but Zack linked to future stuff. So it must have been he didn't want to lose whatever future stuff at Warner, so he just bent the knee.
Dude, Steve Mnuchin was a freaking Trump cabinet member, and he was one of the main producers on Wonder Woman and that stuff. So, like, I don't know. There's other money people out there that he could go to. I just don't buy that. Like,
no, I don't either. I'm not. When I say that Warner influenced him, that doesn't absolve him because he still had
absolutely
options.
not. Just you have the option to bend the knee or not, and
yes,
he bent. The knee.
I'm not disputing the fact that Warner Brothers and Warner Media were probably doing stuff because it's the same culture as Disney. They hired an outright Marxist in Patrice Colors. So they're probably even worse than Disney, honestly. If you actually want to look, they're probably worse than Disney if you actually want to look at that stuff.
Oh, for sure, dude. I mean, they are definitely hiring a bunch of people like Patrice Colors to basically influence the minds of others. I mean, they had what is Patrice Colors working on? Is it like child programming at this point?
I don't know. I have to go back and look at our article, so I don't know off the top of my head. Yeah. She got like a first look deal or whatever. She's like producer or whatever on something. But I mean, so I don't think that there aren't people there, but like at the same time, in order to change those cultures, you have to have people to have courage to like either say like, no, I'm going to go do my own thing like Gina did after they like Cantor, but she was already working on an exit plan, obviously. Or you have to have people that are in those companies that are going to be like, no, we're not putting up with this crap anymore. But obviously, to the fact that they're hiring people like Patrice Colors, that it's not happening because the people in those companies are the Twitter mob.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
and that's why.
And you're right. That's the big thing is people need to stand up against this crap. But let's be honest, most people aren't because of comfort. They're afraid of losing their comfort. They're afraid of losing their job. And, well, rightfully so. But like I said, most people, they'll bend the knee.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, if you keep bending the knee, you're just going to keep getting kicked in the face.
Listen, a lot of people just don't know. Like I was out talking with friends during the holidays, and they have no idea any of this is going on. They don't care. They have a regular life.
Armies have no idea.
Meanwhile,
Robert Patrice Colors is one of the co-founders of BLM.
She describes herself as a Marxist, trained Marxist.
Yeah, and the overall deal that she signed is significant, and she is targeting children's programming.
Okay,
that's what I thought. Basically, to influence the minds of
absolutely
the next generation.
Yeah, that's why you have to push back. If you got anyone who has kids in public schools, I don't have any kids, at least not I know about. And so Get them out, and if you have to keep them there, be on their ass.
Be on their absolutely vigilante.
Be on the teacher's ass. Be on the principal's ass. So they're like, oh man, we gonna get any other parents with you.
I was involved in my kids' grade school, they middle school. I have been up there talking about stupid shit. No, you ain't teaching my child this. This is
CRT stuff is everywhere, man. That CRT stuff is everywhere. Like every single day, I got it in the Daily Stupid. Every single day.
And Florida.
Okay, real quick, I want to say something that Tox is pointing out. Tell everyone in the chat. I will put them. Anyone making comments about his daughter on timeout. So please don't do that.
Don't do that.
Regardless of how you feel about Zack Snyder, don't take it out on his poor kid.
No.
It's not cool.
He has other children. Come on, guys. This is don't wish ill on another person. That is inviting trouble to yourself. Don't do it.
The whole, because like
that's not a joke.
Yeah, you don't even need to go after his kids at all.
No, leave his kids alone.
That's talk about his own decisions. Like criticize him and his decisions.
Absolutely.
It was the loss of that part. Like when I see him in that context, I think about a man who lost their kid, and I also think about the charity that was raised. The money that was raised, over $100,000 that was raised in the memory of that person. Don't dishonor that. No, don't. Those aren't jokes.
Yeah, it's a serious problem. I mean, it affects tons of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially during the past year, it was like going through the roof.
People in our community, man. I don't know how many times we've had to reach out and reinforce it. All of us. I'm sure every single one of us has had one person, one of our friendships ever since all this crap has gone down the last year and a half that we've had to console or help through a hard time.
Yeah. And you know what? And keep doing it, because every single time you see that come through your Twitter or your Minds or whatever social media you use, where they're saying, you know what, retweet this, post this again, to let somebody know out there that you're willing to listen to them, because it's always that thing gets around and it gets around, and it lets somebody know that you're there to listen to them. And I have listened to a couple of people over the course of this period of time, and people that I've worked with, I've had to listen to. And when you have your people coming to you and they need help, that's the time you listen, and you talk until you can't talk anymore, or until they're done talking.
Rosie G.
I'm
sorry, brother. I didn't mean I was trying to cut you off.
Please, no, we're good.
Rosie G12 says, but Snyder crapped on the people trying to honor the memory. Are we Snyder? Are we that bad? I mean, if you feel that way about him, no, we should never be. We should never stoop or allow the stooping to any level that any of these people go to. Yeah. I'm rather focused on the fact that my friend Lethal Lightning was a part of something. I've known this cat. He was the first person to reach out to me and have me on. He's the reason I have a channel. He's the reason I'm talking to all of y'all. He's been there and supportive of me. And my brother, the guy that's been there with me since day one on this YouTube game, was able to help put together a charity along with other people that I know and raise that kind of money. That's a beautiful thing. I don't even want to joke about. I don't want to joke about anything involving his daughter or any of the people that any of us may have lost because of a moment of weakness. I'm proud of my friends. Sorry.
I am too. And I think one of the things is that the charity kind of got lost.
The charity got lost. That's why we got to keep talking about it.
And that's the shame. And again, there's so many woulda, coulda, shouldas, right? But if that had been broken up, right? If he'd have said, "Hey guys, we talked about this, can't have the G&G thing on the auction page." That's fine, right? And when I went to check the auction page, it wasn't there. So it got taken down fairly expediently if it was up there to begin with. Secondly, had he let it breathe for a while, had a conversation, said, "Hey, in light of the things that happened in Atlanta, and with the Justice League, we have to reiterate that, there's no place to hate. There's no place for hate."
Understood, Rosie. I'm sorry, real quick. Thank you. Understood. I'm sorry, Culture.
Yeah, I just, like I said, it those are the woulda, coulda, shouldas. This is where we're at. But it really did deflate. It took the wind out of the sails, as author Stephen Walton said. John's reiterated that, there was more opportunity here that was just left on the table.
I think ultimately, which is everyone was pointing out, is the fact that at this point, Snyder did more damage to the charity than anything else.
Yes,
and that's honestly, I think the thing that sucks about it.
But the question is, was it willful? I mean, you can make that statement.
I have no idea.
Maybe but so separate it out. And not only that, isn't that something that could have been handled backstage?
It should have been. Honestly, I mean,
I agree.
I actually was watching. I was watching the stream live, or no, I went back and watched the beginning of it, and because it was right before we were about to go live on ours, so it was like around 8, and I was watching a little bit 8:30. I guess I was watching a little bit of it, and Uche goes and takes a phone call, and he's gone for like 20 minutes. Before he comes back, but I don't know if he was talking with Zack or not. But yeah. That's, I don't know. That just seems, again, I don't know. It does seem like something should have been true that they had handled that beforehand.
Isn't it true that is it true that they had a heads up on the like that he was going to say something?
I'd heard that. I can't remember who the source was that they'd been that he was going to come in with a disclaimer at some sort or some message.
I am not alt-right banner at the bottom of his screen.
We should actually all have one of those, right? You just put it on our StreamYard and just have it set there.
I denounce culture supremacy.
Don is saying he was talking to Zack.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that that when he left, he was talking to Zack or one of Zack's people or something like that. And I want to say I may have even heard it on one of those either EVSs or was it Geeks and Gamers. There was a few post streams where everyone was kind of ripping, and I didn't see all of them, but I think that's where I saw that. I want to say, was it Lethal, Ryan, and Uche that knew right beforehand? I don't know how much heads up they had, but if you notice, right when he comes in, Ryan goes, "There he is," and he kind of says it in this kind of way. It's like, huh? Like when you look back at it, like you can tell he was upset basically when he said it.
Well, they were told not to say anything. They were told not to, not to make us think about it, which was good because it was about the charity. It was. I mean, imagine being stuck in that position. Oh, you son of a bitch! I'm trying to be serious. Can you not do that right now?
So I'll push back on. I think I'm going to push back on that. I think I mean Eric July was talking about it too, and I think even Jeremy says that the donations dried up after he said that. Yeah, they went on and got like 20,000 more, but they probably should have been over 100,000 on the YouTube stream alone.
You think, yeah, man. Yeah,
it was on pace for that.
I think they. This is my personal opinion, and I'm not trying to tell anyone what they should have done, but I think that I'm going to read what I said before. I think someone should have been like, ask him to clarify what he meant. And no one did.
I'm not gonna disagree with that. I think part of it too is, I mean, when you're on a live stream like that, and if somebody pops a question like that, you might be suffering from a little bit of shock and damage, not sure how to respond. I know that people said that Uche has had training on how to respond with this stuff because he was in the NFL. I mean, it's a very good possibility. I honestly don't know. Yeah, but I agree, John. Ultimately, somebody should have asked him to clarify.
I mean, all those, like, I know Kinnell's on Friday Night Tights all the time, and y'all have arguments and ask people to like, what do you say? And I've been on there too.
It's a little bit different though, man. I would say
there was a shock. If you look at everybody's face, more plugs for my damn video. I pointed out what's her name? My Nerdy Home, and you see her face
frozen,
like her smile changes to almost the Nick Young what the fuck smile, and then she goes back into the oh my god, my auntie's drunk at this family gathering smile. Like, I just have to smile because I don't know what else to do.
Yeah,
there's a shock and awe over the whole
another thing too. Somebody in the chat is saying that basically Jeremy told them not to react and to just continue on with the stream.
Yeah,
Mark's 47 is saying that.
Yeah,
like
several people are. Yeah,
I mean, like a leader looking at a situation and saying this is a charity first and foremost. Let's get this done first. Would do. That's what I would have said. That's what I would have said if culture had bothered me about something like that.
And not only that, but Jeremy actually posted a video tweet shortly after this incident happened. Said, "Look, we know what happened over there. After the charity stream, we'll talk about it live on the Geeks and Gamers channel." That's kind of I'm paraphrasing, but it was like I said. I mean, the fact that I can remember 1:04:23, which is the timestamp right before he joins the stream. and everybody's demeanor completely changes.
Yeah.
It was insane, and that's in my brain. I can't forget that number now. That all I have to do is go there.
Don't meet your heroes. Sorry,
I watch enough Kindle videos, so like it was weird seeing him sit back in his chair. Like,
well,
he never does that.
Think about the fact that both he and Lethal's heads are down. Like, and that I mean, that is anger, because they instead of directing it outward, they
directed it inward.
That's because I know the men, and generally they do not kneel to false narratives and bullshit. Both those men, they know. They speak up. They speak up for themselves. They speak up for their honor. They speak out for what's right. They speak the truth. And in that moment, they had to be diplomatic.
Yeah, but Ryan's radicalized. I mean, what do you want?
But yeah,
he should have just went crazy.
Maybe that's what people are mad about Jeremy. Did he say something diplomatic? And maybe that's the beef. I see some people are upset with Jeremy. Not in this chat, but I've seen it in other chats where people were.
Well, yeah,
I still don't know what it is.
Rob Atlas is bringing up, Jeremy didn't want to make it about himself. He wanted to the cause to be the focus, which that's respectful.
Zach didn't.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, I mean, he showed up on our stream. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, John. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, he showed up. He was on our stream last week, Wednesday, and he talked all about it. Because he wanted to people who on his team that were actually Snyder Cut fans and huge supporters, and Jeremy knew that he wasn't, and he knew that the wackos on Twitter were going to come for him, and he even talked about how Snyder wasn't even supposed to announce the stream, and he did it on some other stream, so word got out when it wasn't supposed to. So there was a lot of stuff like that. But yeah, he said he told us last week he didn't want to be a part of the stream because he was trying to distance himself, and they had discussions on what stream they were going to put it on, and they decided to put it on Uche's stream.
Which makes perfect sense. Absolutely. And again, he has media training because of the NFL, so he's media savvy. He's got the McLuhan media cool training that you get at that level. But at the same time, Jeremy is really good at redirecting things. He's a very thoughtful businessman. He comes off as reactionary as part of his character on his channel. But consider this: when we were live on Drunk's channel for the human trafficking charitable stream, right? We were live when we found out what happened to Gina, right?
Yeah.
Right?
That was coincidence.
Stream. And we were starting to slide into how can this be? And it was pulling away from the charity. And you know what happens? Jeremy pops back in the chat, redirects everybody's energies. And from that point forward, we were right back on pace of dealing with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we got to the end and we were like, look, everybody's going to talk about this tomorrow, or we're going to talk about it later, whatever else. But we did a good thing here tonight. Jeremy is a good businessman. Say what you will about him, in every other way. Right. And having met him personally, he's a good dude. I mean,
he is a good dude.
And so it's hard to, it's hard. And again, you have to realize, I mean, he's got a wrestling persona, right? Most of us do, and you have that. And when you want to get up and get outraged about something, it's easy because you step into that persona, right? I don't tend to do that, but a lot of people, that's what they do. And that's a good thing.
Sure, you don't.
At that point,
Culture, if you were a wrestler, you'd be the honky tonk man.
The honky tonk man was cool. Put some respect on the honky tonk man name. No, not that Culture's not cool. Honky tonk man was cool. He's a different swagger. I think clown swagger.
So I actually think you're making a really great point there, Culture. The person who made the comments wasn't Jeremy; it was Zack Snyder.
Yeah, it was Zack Snyder. It's like why is everyone going after Jeremy?
Yeah, why is everyone going after Jeremy?
Well, I mean, that's
there was people that called him a fool and talking trash on him and talking on G&G. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? People are individuals and they have the right to think for themselves.
Absolutely.
If you listen, like I think I know who you're talking about, and I don't know if I necessarily disagree with them as much. But that doesn't necessarily mean I don't understand where Jeremy stood as far as trying to be diplomatic and everything.
Well, I think
my ultimate question will always be.
Like I said, I don't know how he addressed it afterwards, but I think that the big thing is Yeah, I know how Jeremy is. He wanted to make it about the charity, not about geeks and gamers to him.
Yep. And we got played, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like we got played.
I don't know if that was that simple. I wish I could agree with that sentiment, Vigilante. You know that, but I think
I didn't at first, but I've been turned to the dark side.
I know. You black pilled up. I know. But look,
black pill is more white pill.
Did we radicalize Vigilante too?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I thought I radicalized you guys. Are you serious? Yeah. I'm white pilled. Because this is easy for me. I'm not gonna go cancel HBO Max, but it's like, especially because I don't know if you guys heard about the Mortal Kombat thing where Johnny Cage. No, Johnny Cage wasn't there.
Yeah, it's on our list of topics.
Yeah, we'll get there, bro.
We have 2 articles on that today.
I saw that.
Okay,
I gotta get a video out on that because that pissed me off. Because I was defending them. I'm like, oh, they'll save Johnny Cage for the sequel, which they did say as well. But they said, yeah, we don't know if it's. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Johnny Cage. They literally said, and not to go off topic, which I'm going off topic.
We'll talk about it when we get to that.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Okay, we have a lot of super chats piled up that I need to get to.
That culture. Sorry.
Someday I'll finish a point. No, I don't care. No.
Let Daddy Comics make free to super chat.
I am. Shut up, Steven. Jesus.
You
made me use the Lord's name in vain, you jerk face.
All right. Toxic Man flew for 2 American pesos. Can we all just get along and stop trolling? Yeah.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
And it freaking jumped. Damn it. All right.
I changed the words to that, Vigilante Williamson, but I'm not allowed to say it here because we get in trouble.
Okay, so
I'm scared to know.
I can't pull these up, guys. So I'm just gonna have to read them. Stone Cold Jeremy for 5 American pesos. Cheers, Comix and the panel and the great people in the chat. Hope everyone is having a great week. My week has been decent. I'm going to go take a look at some land tomorrow. Stop it, culture. Anyway, Roof Creed is.
I hate you. Sorry.
Roof Creed is John Galt. I see you have brought on John as if we weren't black pilled enough. Now John can yeet him on the throwdown. Fountainhead postponed US to divided, says ZS. Oh, Zack Snyder. Okay.
Zack Snyder.
Yeah. Talk to me for my American pesos. I thought it was a documentary about blind Mullen, who's singing R&B called the Abraham Schneider cut. Oh God, you're so terrible, man. Was I surprised? More jokes about you shooting golf balls or ping pong balls at blind musicians.
Because awareness needs to be brought to this.
Listen, I'm cool with the jokes. You guys have to be good though. Because when we have to get no, because if it doesn't work, what's the point?
He's like, don't even troll me. If you're not going to bring it,
you need quality troll. When we're confused on what you're talking about, it's like, okay, man. We thank you for the super. We appreciate your patronage. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Ha ha.
Okay.
Stevie Wonder, right? Yeah.
Macady90 for 5 American pesos. Hail to my brother Steven, Culture, as well as Vigilante, John, Comix, and everyone in the chat. Much love to guys, and geeks and gamers are a class act with a heart emoji.
Yes.
Is that Belle Daphne asking for bathwater money?
No, she's asking for $5. You simp. You can't. If you can't afford lunch, you're not going to pay her.
I'm
Fat
not paying
Steven
you, folks.
Seagal, the grifter, for 2 Canadian pesos. I'm here to kick ass and grift golf balls. Hi, VW.
That's better.
Oh, that's better.
That was better because you like the They Live reference. More work. Yep. We need more stuff like that. There we go.
Richard Dangler
to the point.
For 5 American pesos, G&G could have respectfully said that they and their audience also condones that crap. G&G showed their audience that they are nothing but grifters. I don't know. I don't think they are. But
I don't think they are.
At the end of the day, let's be honest. It's a business. He's running a business.
But here's I'm an independent individualist. Everyone has their opinion. So if that's your opinion, that's your opinion.
That's your opinion, man.
Yeah.
I can't knock you off of it.
Stand the right for you. Have your opinion.
Fat Steven Skull, the grifter, for 2 Canadian pesos, I'd announce gluten-free supremacy. Stevie Wonder heart emoji. No White, I saw your thumbnail and and I'm like, hey, fan of Sarah Silverman's ... rack.
I mean, if you shift them, you got to shift them like you're doing a workout machine.
Man, I don't know. I can't do the weird titties, man.
You can't. The eyeballs.
They gotta look like the same titties that God put on every other woman.
I mean,
they
at least no. They are the same kind. They're oddballs exist. Man.
No.
Come on, guys. Got a few more to go through. Slider call for 5 American pesos. Zack has no class, none. He should not have come. The stream was supposed to be about the charity for suicide prevention. ZS cost the charity money. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Mr. Tickle Trunk for 2 Canadian pesos with the dog fox thing dancing, farting hearts. He also sends another one, follow up, for 5 Canadian. Speaking of listening, I'm listening to all of you right now. The nuance has been welcome change to all the defensive purity spiraling. Yeah. Let's make sure that this doesn't devolve into purity tests as well, because we're all human. We don't know how we're going to react until a situation actually happens. So we can always say that we're going to do something, but reality is we don't know how we're going to act. Toxic Man Flu for another 10 American pesos. Folks, after it happened, I donated 500. Those who need help need help. Movies are effing fake, folks. Don't hang your happiness on them. They are real problems out there. Yeah, that is very true. And
100%.
Yeah. Well, the thing that sucks about too is like entertainment is supposed to kind of help us cope with how shitty the world can be at times, which totally sucks. And that's the thing that sucks about what's been going on with the SJWs influencing entertainment, is that we no longer have our escapist entertainment, which sucks balls big time.
So I know a lot of people, like Roof Cream was saying in the earlier super chat that I run the Black Pill stream on Wednesdays now. But at the like what you're saying there, at the same time, what has that opened up? You have Ethan doing Cyberfrog. You've got your boy Zack doing all that stuff in comics. Like, you've seen a whole new ecosystem in comics literally rise up in the past couple of years. And I think you're going to start seeing it in movies as well. The Daily Wire obviously is investing significant amounts of money into it. They already have their other movie, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see other people doing it. I think Antonio Sabato Jr. has a production company he's starting up. So you're already seeing that. And we had Jack Posobiec on 3 months ago, and he was also talking about that. So what you're going to see happening is you're going to see a balkanization of the entertainment world, and probably a lot of other industry sectors where people are going to start catering to the people that haven't been catered to. And there's a lot of money to be made there.
Yeah, I agree. And that's one of the things I'm doing currently is I'm working on a video game. It's just going to be a very simple, fun game. And ultimately, I kind of want to build up my skills so I can do more advanced games like platformers and eventually like an RPG. Yeah. Ultimately, my goal is to get to the point where I can do an RPG, but that obviously takes time and money.
You're using Godot, right?
I'm using Godot. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I've used that.
Yeah. So the game I'm doing, it's kind of like Taipei. It's a little bit more advanced version of Taipei, where instead of sailing to the Orient and trading goods, you're basically in space and you can upgrade your ship and do all sorts of other stuff. Yeah. Very simple, fun, kind of casual game. Okay. But yes, ultimately my goal is to get out a freaking RPG.
And so, yeah, just on the others, like while obviously the people here in the West and the United States are building stuff up, Japan is like crushing it. Demon Slayer, largest film ever in Japan, hasn't even come to North America yet. It's coming I think in April, and it's just gonna blow. I think it probably will be one of the bigger movies in April, I bet. And then My Hero Academia is like absolute 5th season's coming out too. That is such a good manga. Crushes everything.
And it's basically an American comic.
It is. It's basically a superhero comic.
young women and young everybody are interested. Young people, young individual. I tell this story when I was buying mesh for this mask right here. And actually, I didn't get it there. I went to Walmart and asked she was kind of cute, but she was too young. And I was talking to her, and I'm like, yeah, I need mesh for cosplay. I lied and said it was Batman because I can't tell her I'm about to create some stupid ass YouTube channel. And she said, oh yeah, I do My Hero Academia cosplay, and she was interested, and she bought the manga, she bought the cared about the anime. And I'm like, well, why can't they sell comics to girls? Why can't they sell comics to anyone? Because they want intersectionality.
Suck, that's why.
Because don't you understand? And this is actually kind of a play of what you guys were saying when I kind of left for a second. You said something about balkanization of entertainment. Why? The mainstream has not been catered to. I talk about my mom doesn't like anything intersectional. She doesn't know that's why. She just always asks, like, why is Queen Latifah kicking people? This doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Over her knee. How is she kicking their ass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Vigilante, I love the fact that you now have your very own troll account.
I do.
Stevie Wonder Williamson.
Oh my God.
Awesome.
That's what I'm talking about.
You've made it.
Yeah, see, I'm glad I bought the quality off of you guys. And see, that's what I mean. Left me at Walmart golf section. You got to come correct. This guy, which I'm assuming is Tox. Because especially because he's saying hi to Tox, I'm assuming it's Tox. But if it's not, whoever it is, that's quality stuff.
It is.
That's what.
Okay, Richard Dangler for 5 American pesos. Uche gave the info today. He knew, and instead of telling his coworkers, he was getting rid of G&G symbol on all his platforms. All right.
Wait, all of Uche's?
I don't know. That's what he says. Uche gave the info today. He knew, and instead of telling his coworkers, he was getting rid of the G&G symbol on his platforms. I'm guessing that is a reference to the donation site.
Yeah.
Because it had the Geeks and Gamers logo on it and then eventually got taken down. That's what I'm assuming. All right. Stone Cold Jeremy for 10 American pesos. A week prior, there was a hit piece on G&G. Now this just reinforces that hit piece. ZS took an Amber Heard on G&G pillow. G&G's pillow. That's funny. Something should have been said diplomatically. God, I can't speak. And somewhat respectfully.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
he cast Amber Heard.
Nah.
Yeah. In Justice League, right? She was in Justice League.
Oh, well, actually, I caught up enough to where I can actually start highlighting these again. Okay.
Yeah.
Good call, John.
Yeah. That's funny. Mr. Tickle Trunk for 10 Canadian pesos. Jeremy and Uche handled things as they think best. Everyone thinks they know what's best. That is true. Uche and Jeremy tried to stay diplomatic because they are playing the long game and capitalized the ship. Oh, excuse me. Captain the ship.
I agree, Mr. Tickle Trump.
I agree with that. So here's another thing, because I didn't see everything. And so when I was doing a stream earlier, everybody was telling me all of these like one-off things that Uche said that just didn't fit right. Like I have no problem with being diplomatic, but stuff like attacking the fans. Did this happen? Because I hate going off of like secondhand knowledge and not seeing it. Did he attack the fans right after Zack left and attack the chat?
Are you asking about Uche?
Uche, yeah, because like did he say something like, "Oh, if you guys don't care," or something like that? What did he say? Because I heard, and that's the thing. I'm hearing this telephone secondhand stuff, so I'm just. I
could not remember verbatim. I think you're talking about the G&G stream that was after that.
No, this is apparently what happened on the stream itself. Apparently, after Zack Snyder left, Uche was mad at the chat. That's all I know, and I don't know what happened. And I also did see some of his tweets, and I didn't really like a lot of his tweets, I'll be honest. But they were slanted. That was in the rap article. I didn't see him fresh on Twitter because I'm a boomer and I hate Twitter.
Uchi's difficult to follow. I'll admit that. He's difficult. I've had to mute him a couple times.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I love Uchi to death, but yeah, there's lots of stuff he says I totally disagree with.
Yeah.
I can't use Twitter at all. 10 seconds at a time. I don't know how people have been on this platform for a decade. Yeah. I don't know how. No wonder the world is insane.
Rosie G12 says he attacked the chat in the chat after a stream with tons of F-bombs.
So that's not cool if that happened.
Well, I don't know if that was on a charity stream, but I did see him go off. Well, he was going at it with Eric July. Look, two passionate dudes. Like they were going back and forth there for a minute. So he might have. Also, I mean, okay, I'm not excusing any behaviors here, but imagine the pressure that he was under at that moment and the feeling of possible guilt at not saying something, not being able to say something. He was just snapping off. Also, by the way, there were people being directed to that chat that he was on. If you're speaking about the G&G stream, people that were directed at that chat to actually harass people that what was going on. So there were a lot of trolls in there.
But apparently this was not the G&G stream. Again, this was the charity stream.
I don't know about the charity stream. I didn't hear him go off on that one.
But people are saying, so did it happen in the charity stream chat? And then I did see parts of the Ripper argument, but not all of it. Because I did 2 streams, then did 4 hours doing a video and slept for 2 hours, then went to work. So, and then did a stream and then did this. So it's all been one blurry fucking day.
Yeah, I had no idea about any of this crap till recently.
So it happened on the G&G stream. So I was wrong. It was the G&G.
And at that point, there were people being directed into that chat too.
Oh no! Somebody said charity stream.
I don't know. Damn! If you went off the post, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I consume so much media. It's really hard to break it all into pieces and remember what comes from where. I'm sure John experiences the same thing. Like, who do I attribute this to? Because I've watched like 14,000 videos today, and I have no idea where this came from.
All right, let's move on to the rest of the chat, super chats, and then we'll change topics.
Screw you, Comics.
We've lingered on this
always
way
leave
too
culture
long.
behind.
Oh my god!
What is the biggest story of the day? Eric K, the wrench king. He's the king of all wrenches. Said it was the charity stream. So I will check that out.
Sorry, culture. Sorry, culture. He's hiding now. I'm sorry. Anyway,
he's not sorry.
I'm really not. Mr. Tickle Drive for 5 Canadian pesos. We need more adults in the room. The number of people that were nothing. The number of people that were nothing but emotional, throwing accusations in the stream directly after was insufferable.
Yeah, look. Sometimes it's a little raw. If it's something that's near and dear to your heart, like it was with this particular film. I mean, come on. I mean, this is something fans have been fighting for since 2017 when we got Justice League, right? It's like there had to have been something better here.
Oh man, this sucks. The chat jumped again, which means I can't highlight Walton's tree titty. But go ahead, John. Sorry,
culture keeps talking over you when you're trying to do super chats. We're sorry.
And I pointed this out in my video earlier today. The thing that's so I think hurtful that Zack did is that he was basically saying what the press had been saying about him and his fans for years.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a bunch of hit pieces I noticed that popped up because I saw them on Twitter regarding the Snyder Cut and the whole thing with toxic fans too.
Yeah, as soon as it got announced that it was happening, you had all those articles come out in I think it was May 2020 or whatever it was. Screen Rant, Collider, Vulture. Those are the ones I featured in the video today so there's that top of my head. But I'm pretty sure all the trades probably had something come out with that stuff. But yeah, all of the blue checks, all hating on them. I mean, just a couple days ago, you had Jamal Igle calling them, I don't know. I didn't calling them terrorists because I didn't get demonetized.
God damn, I can't believe they're fucking throwing around the word terrorist around now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. People who like this type of movie is a terrorist. It's like fucking. Thanks for watering down another word.
That's
jackasses.
That is the point. They're trying to desensitize these concepts.
Well,
fan campaign got a big corporation to put out a movie that they've been wanting for years, and they're calling those fans terrorists.
Forget all the money that they've raised for suicide prevention over the last how many
fucking
years.
Morons are social terrorists is what they are. Anyway, Walton's tree titty for 2 Canadian pesos. Walton, why don't you look at me during sex? #ugly.
Oof.
Oh, man, that's just why can't I have one of Vigilante's accounts?
Eric K for $9.99. Would it have been great if someone said we are not affiliated with Hollywood or Disney in any way, and we do not support child molestation nor re-education camps or forced sterilization?
100%.
Dude,
There you
Bounding
go.
into
great.
Comics agrees. Bounding into
Oh.
Comics agrees 100% with that statement.
So do I, Eric. So do I.
Hey,
Stevie
even white
Wonder Williamson for 2 Canadian pesos. Help me, VW. They keep throwing those golf balls.
Stop throwing golf balls at him. He can't see. He's not Stevie Wonder. He's Stevie Wonder Williamson. Jesus.
And he repeats the same super chat for 2 Canadian pesos. Oh no, he doesn't. Never mind. Anyway, Stevie Wonderson. Stevie Wonder Williamson for 2 Canadian pesos. He left me at Walmart next to the golf section.
You wanted a golf ball, and I had to go do some other stuff. So
Now I can start highlighting these again. For 2 Canadian pesos, I denounce vigilantes ass kissing. I'm sorry, panel.
Damn, dude.
ass kissing.
Disavow.
Man. Toxic man. Toxic believes culture wears a weave.
Whoa. We need our weave, says Toxic Man Flu. That's
For 5 American pesos. When Comix butchers your circumcision joke, but you credit for Fat Steven Seagal's joke, priceless. Yeah.
Beautiful. It's a weave culture.
Yeah. I'll have to say, Tox, is cut it out. Anyway, I'll see myself out now. Dolified for $4.99. Snyder making the comment hurt his film in my eyes. I agree. Now I honestly really don't want to see it either.
I have no intention of watching it.
Like a mechanic fixing my crap car, but calling me a wife beater when returning it. Yeah, it's definitely. It was not smart.
It took the wind out of me, but I had an obligation. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, you know.
No, go ahead.
I had an obligation to watch it. Bear and I was hanging out with Will Gentry, somebody in our community who just recently went to rehab, and we were supporting him while he's bettering his life, because that's what we do in this community. We rise together and we help one another when we have the time. And so I actually
interrupt each other when the other person's talking all the damn time.
Absolutely, especially if it's a one-lip bastard with a weave.
I will
Anyway,
weave you, Mr. Man Bun. I wish.
Toxic believes culture wears a weave for 2 American pesos. Misspelling Fat Steven's name equals toxic boomer flu.
That's all you, culture.
No, that's all toxic man flu.
Boomer division.
Yep. Get Agrippa for 5 American pesos. Can we get a charity stream for Toxic's mole joke?
Come on, somebody on the panel know what the hell.
we are all lost.
Yeah.
Agrippa.
I've never seen that word before. Mole? I don't know what that
Yeah. Get Agrippa. You're gonna have to get Agrippa on what was going on. We're lost.
Say it in the
Yep.
chat. I'm gonna look at the chat. Say it in the chat.
Okay. Mr. For 5 Canadian pesos. I have to remember which denomination we're in.
Moil joke. Moil. Circumcision. Moil. Yeah, sorry. I'm like, I know what this means. It's like a term.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a Jewish term.
Yeah.
Oh, so now we're gonna get canceled for that. Thanks.
What? For knowing
Okay.
something?
No, for
Yeah.
not knowing it.
Learn something
Oh.
today.
All right.
I give
I
you
did
Anyway.
not.
When emotions are high, there's nothing but rumor and innuendo. Wait till the facts are sorted. Absolutely, dude. I completely agree with you. Get clips in the coming week. What the news used to do. Yeah, it would be nice if we had a return of that kind of sanity. This text truck for 2 Canadian pesos. You're getting better at reading comics. Proud of you. Well, Hooked on Phonics worked for me.
Oh, he loves you.
Oren Alteris has a strong message for Steven in the chat.
What?
Very strong message there.
Is it another tree joke?
No, it says at Culture Casino, Steven doesn't have a man bun. It's either a mushroom cap or a naughty bonsai stubby.
I was going to call it a bitch bun.
Oh my God, y'all haters! Just why have enemies when you have friends like this? Look, it's look. I just wanted to put it back. I mean,
when you get hair to put back, do that. There are two reasons for men to wear ponytails. I'm going to say this every time I see you from now on. Number one, you're riding your motorcycle, and number two, you're riding something else. Those are the two reasons to have a ponytail. That is all.
You are a very static individual, Culture Casino.
That's very true.
Nothing but the highest quality content on this channel, John.
I love it, dude. I'm loving this stream. I'm not gonna lie.
I know.
This is a lot of fun.
Just being self-deprecating. Anyway, Riff Korean is John Call for 2 American pesos, EVS special thanks and credits, and GL and trailer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think they kind of have to give him credit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
industry. Yeah, he's industry.
Oh, yeah. Well, he was Green Lantern Rebirth and another Rebirth, Flash Rebirth, right? Those were his 2 big books with them. So.
Plus, he created Yaz and
I want to say it's because of one of the characters he created. Yeah,
but I'm just saying. I mean, he was a major. I mean, and look, say what you will about him. I mean, when he was in the industry, he made quality material, and I know people are going to have a bone to pick with him for whatever reason, but he stepped out of the industry for a reason, not because he wanted to, but because the elbows were shoving him in the back, and that's what happened. That's what happened to so many different creators at the time, and so they went out and they made their own industry. Right. And that's kind of what we want to do as well. I mean, John's an example. He went out and made his own media. He's building a media company. You got all of us on this platform making our own stuff, and we're encouraging people to make our own stuff.
That's really how we win this, right? Is by going and making our own culture at this point, as Tim Pool pointed out.
I'm the only way to win.
It's something that we need to do, and definitely. I mean, John has created the wonderful website Bounding into Comics, and we need more people like that out there to go and create culture.
Yeah, and I think that's the future, to be honest with you, because Hollywood's abandoned its original intent, and they've been their own self-destructive force. I spoke at length about it this morning in an editorial about seriously. I mean, you're talking about an industry that hates us. So
absolutely,
pretty much.
Let's stop.
Yeah,
let's stop there. I'm going to say this. I've been saying it for 4 months now. I'm going to continue to say it. It's my mantra. We need to move forward, and how do we do that? We do it ourselves.
Absolutely. And we have to stop looking at these people like they're so much better than us. I mean, on some level, we had this whole stream, this charity stream happen because we were shocked that Zack Snyder would even do a stream. We're like, oh wow. We pedestalized him a little bit beforehand. You know what I mean? Because we were like, wow, Zack Snyder's doing a stream with
agreed.
Our but no, because we thought he was something higher than us. We are the future. I talk to people all the time, all these writers.
It's exciting when you have somebody in the industry like that.
We have to know it.
I get it. It's heroes, I get it, but at the same time, it's exciting when you get to meet somebody in the industry like that, and then it sucks when they kind of let you down.
I mean, it wasn't so much a pedestal, I think. I mean, brother, I think it was more about the fact that someone in the industry was respecting the fans, or so we thought.
Yeah,
that was the projection.
Look at Gina Carano, right? I mean, she was somebody who was respecting the fans, and we were hoping that Zack Snyder was doing the exact same thing, but clearly he wasn't.
But I think on some level, because I think we talked about Jeremy and Uche. I think they probably do want to work with Hollywood guys, but we have to get it out of our head that Hollywood is above us. They are afraid of us.
No, they're not
frightened to death of us.
You're
scared to death. So we're their competition. Nerdrotic talks about it today. How much did the stream cost you, Comix?
Nothing. I mean, obviously a little bit because I bought the gear to do the stream.
Yeah.
But at this point, it's like my electrical bill and my internet bill. That's basically it.
Yeah, you're amortizing your success.
Yeah.
But honestly, that's what Hollywood does. They just do it with more dollars. And look, I mean, I'm going to make my movie. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter how long it takes me to do it. I think I'll be able to do it in the next 18 months. But I'm going to make my movie. I'm going to have the support of everybody in this community. It's going to be seen by people. Whether I make a dime or a nickel on it isn't going to matter. But I'm going to make something. It's going to be a good piece of entertainment. People will enjoy it. We have people out there. John is a model for doing it the right way. And for the other, we also have, believe it or not, you got to look up to Jeremy. He's a model for doing it the right way. He's creating an entity, right? This entity is competing with Hollywood. It's competing with news organizations. Look at Tim Pool, right? You can love him, hate him, whatever you feel about him. The guy is doing it the right way. So we have all these niches. We're filling the niches that have been unfulfilled for very long. John just said it. John Trent just said it. We're serving a bigger market than they are. There's a bigger thirst for what we can provide than what Hollywood's and mainstream media is willing to do. And that's all we just need to realize that, right? And the more we can talk about the stuff that Stephen talks about, author Stephen Walton talks about all the time, which is we rise together. We do. If we can promote each and every one of us 100 times over, with as many people as are in this stream now, that's that many more eyeballs that you're bringing over to this. That's why these platforms grow. That's why you have 300,000, 400,000, 1 million people looking at the quartering. It's for those reasons. We can all do this. And like I said, we are. And if you watch what author Stephen Walton's doing with Rogue Entertainment's about to become a brand, guys. You're going to start to see content that's reflected with that brand from many different channels. So just keep that in mind. We're building.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Robert. Oh, sorry. Let me get this real quick. And Robert's saying this stream costs you your sanity, buddy. I lost my sanity a long time ago.
It wouldn't be any fun if he had sanity.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, and I just want to go back to the Snyder thing. There is a huge bright spot there because he exposed who he really was.
Yeah, I think that's the thing we could definitely take away from this is that he exposed himself for what he is, and we know not to support his stuff. It's as simple as that.
That's the great thing about social media. These like celebrities have exposed themselves as complete nut jobs.
One thing I just wanted to do real quick, because I just have to do it, it's just the way I am. I'll play Angel's advocate for Zack Snyder in this regard, meaning I understand this point, where if everything is to be believed, he's been fighting for this film for 5 years, and he supposedly has, obviously they weren't going to halt the release of this film unless you believe that thing with Tom and Jerry was some threat or something like that. But I can see him just like getting so far. He's been fighting for this film so much, and it's the night beforehand. And he's just like, whatever, I'll just do it. Just not realizing, because I think, and this is not to defend him, but I can understand him just saying, you know what, whatever, I'll just say it just so I can do the stream, do the charity, and keep it moving. Doesn't mean it was right. I don't think he should have went on the stream. It would be much better if he just late canceled. But I can understand having fought the studio tooth and nail through all this crap and just, bending the knee at the last minute. It sucks. It's sad. And I don't respect it, honestly. But I do want to at least toss that perspective out there.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's hit the main event here, which is the article, or I should say the thumbnail that I initially posted.
An hour and 22 minutes in, and we have a subject.
Yeah. Well, main events are at the end of the stream anyway.
There she is.
Yeah, there's two main events here actually.
Doing a town hall article. We got our article.
Yeah, okay, we'll pull that up. The reason why I pulled up the town hall article is because they actually had the clip. Yeah,
I have the clip.
Our clip's in there too, isn't it?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
we're talking about Moyle culture.
Maybe. Yeah.
No,
it might be. Maybe not. I got the whole video. I think.
Man, she doesn't look as hot as she used to. I don't care what anyone says. She's still cute. Like I would still do it, but that is not a consequence.
She's plus 50 now, I think, right?
I'd tap her when she was in Voyager, when she did that episode of Voyager.
Yeah, she was hot in that era.
Yeah.
It's been some years though.
I have the whole clip. Audio.
You had the whole clip?
Yeah. It's the one that everybody's going to be interested in.
Rob Atlas and Sarah Silverman is cautiously attractive.
That's exactly what she is.
You bag it, you don't give a real name, and you go on by Dawn.
Yeah,
Mike. Let me refresh here because I'm not seeing the article that you mentioned. It's like I saw it earlier, but no, I'm not seeing it.
We don't have I don't have the clip in there.
Okay,
I do. I've got it. I save I save a lot of stuff.
I have the whole YouTube. I have the whole YouTube, and then I got the the minute marker because it's 30:40 is when she starts talking about it.
Yeah, this is the minute 42 that everybody's going to want to hear, I think.
She uses Crest.
Do you want me to hit the? You want me to hit it?
Hit it.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
It's the absolutistness of the party.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
We lost audio.
Yeah, good job, Culture.
CIA. They're after
We
us.
still have the closed caption though.
Boomer Casino.
Oh.
For zero.
Whoa.
Well, what's going on now?
Nothing. No steps toward. All or fucking nothing. Again, righteousness porn. And I've been thinking about this a lot, just in general.
Now that Trump's gone.
I don't know that I want to be associated with any party.
Well, it's because she's trying. She's getting canceled here.
I don't want to be associated.
She's already been canceled.
with any party anymore.
Well, this person's trying to cancel her again.
It comes with
Why is this actually a story? I'm being dead ass. Because is Sarah Silverman still relevant? I mean, I see the assets, but like
so much fucking baggage.
it's not
That
2008
no
anymore.
ideas can be taken at face value. And without ideas, what are we? Without a common truth, how can we talk about it? You know, Republicans might hear an idea that they would totally agree with, but if it comes from AOC, then they hate it. And of course, you know, to be honest, when I hear an idea that comes from a Republican, it's suspect to me.
Oh man, I hadn't watched this.
We all put too much shit on this stuff. We no longer are able to be a nation of ideas.
Welcome to 26. Welcome to 2016.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah. Well,
Welcome
funny
to the
thing
party,
about-
pal.
She has come out several times. I would say she's kind of dipped her toe in the whole thing. I don't like what's going on, but she quickly backs away. And there's been several interviews that she's been involved with where she was asked about something, and you can see that she gets very visibly uncomfortable when it comes to addressing these issues. I mean, granted, there's plenty of room to criticize her because she is just as responsible as any other celebrity who has participated in what's going on with culture.
Well,
she used to be known as the the person who was very shocking and gross, and with the Sarah Silverman show, she was very much into that kind of shock humor, and then she's like, oh, I'm not going to do it anymore because of getting woke, and now I think this is her trying to distance herself from it. She made a mistake,
So
She didn't make a mistake.
She did. I think she realized that she made a mistake being involved.
She didn't.
with
It
this
just
stuff and it's
backfired.
coming
That's
back
not
up.
a mistake. You don't do something intentionally until it's a consequence and then call it a mistake. That's like saying, oh, I made a mistake to be addicted to heroin and now I lost everything. Oh, it was a mistake. No, you knew exactly what you were doing. Fuck that.
There's context that's missing here. So she's actually responding to a question about a tweet that she deleted about the detention centers at the border. So
do we have the tweet archived?
I didn't get it. It's not really. I don't even think it's really relevant. But she said earlier in her YouTube video, she says, I deleted it 10 minutes later because I got so much effing shit, and clearly I wasn't understanding. I hoped it explained something that I didn't fully understand and clearly still don't understand. She talks about it. She says it's like a lawyer. She retweeted a lawyer and said, like, this is interesting, who was talking about the detention centers. And then a person called in and said that like one of her family members was in a detention, I wasn't sure if they were in the detention camp or if they were like in an internment camp in like the 40s with FDR. So the person who called in was like, basically trying to cancel her on her own like radio show.
Was that person George Takei?
No.
Oh my!
It was a woman. The person who called in was a woman.
But like I said, I understand where people are coming from when it comes to Sarah Silverman because she's definitely a part of the problem, and she could have stood up to it, but she didn't.
I don't have sympathy for her. I don't have sympathy for these. Oh man, this finally backfired on me. I must have been a mistake.
I don't have sympathy for her because of what she's done, but At least she's speaking out. Sometimes it takes getting canceled for these people to fucking get that hit on the head to realize that, hey, this is actually a bad idea. We shouldn't stand up for this.
Here's another hot take. Does anybody care about Kmart anymore? When is the last time this bitch has been relevant? 2000 what?
Well, she made herself not relevant. Remember, she had that show called I Love You, America, and nobody liked it because it was just a bunch of woke garbage.
I don't remember that show.
Exactly.
She in 2018 she said, I wish I could get to the 50% of white women who put Trump in office, but they're too far gone. So instead I'm looking to young people. Like that's what she said in her like show opening.
It's not a mistake.
Yeah, she has that thing with Don Cheadle too, which was terrible. And it was in regards to the whole thing with her doing blackface on the Sarah Silverman show. If you actually seen the episode's pretty funny.
She's also a Disney employee.
No,
get out! I don't believe that. Disney's a wholesome company.
She's been voicing that Vanellope pit stop character since like 2012.
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Look, and that's the thing. She's man. I'm right now. I'm searching for an archive of that tweet, so I'm interested to see what it was.
She said she just typed like interesting now or something like that. That's what she says in the video, and it was like a retweet of a lawyer.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I mean, in your guys' article, I mean, it's really cool to watch Cersei just tear around. I mean, I was like, we used to be a nation of ideas.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because Nick, yeah.
I'm like laughing my ass off. I'm like, okay, you guys, I'm telling you, man, you make the articles are freaking fabulous. I love it. So, oh man, you got between Donald and everybody. Gosh, they're in the chat right now. You guys are just killing it. I love it.
Yeah, so Nick Cersei said, it's too late, Sarah. You backed the people that destroyed free speech, and we are no longer a nation of ideas. We are a nation of totalitarian power, and you voted for that. Yeah, she got naked for it, too.
Yep, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, so did Mark Ruffalo. After that. Her, maybe. Mark Ruffalo, not so much. I know.
Even with her with her fake-ass titties. They're not real.
You ever been to a strip club, dude? Anyway.
Once, and I didn't like it. I'm not paying. I'm in a post-hub world. Why in the hell am I going to pay for something that's free?
I don't know. Ask Stephen Walton.
But Nick totally nailed it with that comment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nick Cersei's like he's like low-key James Woods. People haven't found him out yet, I don't think.
Dude, Woods is so great. I want that dude. If I ever get enough money to hire him, I'm hiring him because he's freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, she called for defunding the police. Yeah.
I think it's funny what Lasso Truth said. Who cares if her tits are real or not?
I do, Lasso of Truth. I do.
His standards are too high. Bring him on over here.
I'd rather small and real than big and fake.
Oh man.
I mean, how big are we talking? Are we talking like as big as a head?
Steven.
Can't do it. It's just unnatural.
So overall, what do you guys think is their future? I think at this point,
the wall.
Her future,
yeah,
a dying YouTube channel.
Yeah,
I mean that's on a YouTube channel. It only had like 15,000 views, and I found
it her YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's hers. So she has two.
Holy
she has
shit.
one that has like way more subs, but she has some new one now where that video's on. That's like from a February 4th. I think it's February 4th. I found it like 2 weeks after, and only had 15,000 views. And this is Sarah Silverman. So like, yeah.
So she's not doing Brie Larson numbers.
She basically destroyed her career, though.
Kmart.
Not doing Brie Larson's
KFC.
Well, she destroyed her career by turning her back on being edgy
or comedy,
or
She's
comedy.
Not a star. Somebody
and basically had a show where she basically preached it to America on how bad they are each episode. That's basically America, I Still Love You or something like that. Whatever the show was called.
Man, that's riveting.
That sounds fun.
Great experience.
Well, that's all it was, man.
Wonder why it wasn't successful.
It's called I Love You, America.
Oh, I Love You, America. Okay.
Yeah.
which she did the opposite every single episode.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, that's pretty edgy. Who would have thought of that?
No. You know, her, you know, I Love Anal Sex comedy was a lot more funny. You know.
Yeah. Her chest is 25 Breeze. I guess. Like her being more attractive than Brie Larson, we're talking about accomplishments. We're not talking about the vigilante scale, because you don't want to. The vigilante scale is graded to the opposite curve, so you don't have to be rich to rock in my world.
I thought you meant you were like more into snow leopards.
Sarah Silverman's like 20 years older than Brie Larson too, because she's 50.
The Detroit guy's doing Minnesota.
She's 50? Wow.
Music.
Yeah.
She's still cuter than Brie to me, even though her titties are fake. I've lost the world with the fake titty thing. Let's talk about Brie. Let's talk about Brie's non-fake, non-existent ass. Then
I was gonna say, why don't we talk about Mortal Kombat?
Ooh,
oh God, I'm so
yes.
All right,
Speaking of fatalities,
I was gonna try to sleep tonight.
Where John did two articles on this today.
Yeah, I had to do two because the guy, like, literally after we published ours, he started going on Twitter to like say that it was wrong, and then he was like contradicting himself, and I actually got him to admit that he actually said what he said.
Dude, are you serious?
Yeah, I went on my because he blocked the bounding account, so I went on my personal account and I was like, "Did you say this?" And he's like, "Yeah, I did." It's like,
Nice.
I think this is the first one. So
this is the first one. I'm trying to find the actual quote where he says it.
Oh yeah, it's further down because I wanted to highlight the Cole Young guy, which I actually think that's fine. Like introducing a new character, you wanted to build a story around him. That's cool. But then it's right here. I feel like I was getting to make a movie with a diverse cast. It felt weird to have a white actor, literally Johnny Cage, be the hero of the story.
He's not the hero. He's a comic relief anyway.
Which is funny about it is because like the other one, it was Liu Kang who was the main character.
Yeah, he's the main character in the first.
That's what I say. It's like if you want an Asian lead, it's baked into the fucking franchise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Liu Kang, Kung Lao, and Raiden. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except this time you could actually cast an Asian guy to play Raiden.
Yeah, that'd be great.
The Highlander.
Yeah, I like seeing Christopher Lambert, but he's not Raiden. Not Raiden.
I laughed when I saw that.
And neither was the white guy they had after him. Like if you're gonna lose Lambert, at least get an Asian in there. Like, God damn it. People don't care about our modern myths.
But the funny thing is, when I saw the trailer, I knew that was what they were doing. Is that they didn't want to cast a white guy?
Obvious.
It was
See,
really
I gave
fucking
them
obvious.
a pass.
I knew that was the reason.
And I felt stupid.
Pronoun gang. The Supergirl actor was virtue signaling to the pronoun gang as soon as they released the first look stuff.
Finish them.
McCad Brooks. Well, no, McCad Brooks. Even before the trailer, McCad Brooks was responding to those first look images from EW, and he was just like, finish. Yeah, I guess. You're right. He did say finish them. He was like, finish her, finish them, and then he put all the other pronouns, and then the actual trailer says finish them.
Finish they them. What?
Yeah.
John was so great saying in his video today, saying Russism or however you say it. Dude,
racism.
I stole that from Gary. I
don't know where Gary got it from. Maybe he's the one that started it.
I just know that's where I got it from and then apparently that's because how you get around the thing, because I have had that word in I don't even use that word in our YouTube headlines anymore because I feel like that's what was flagging us. So
absolutely.
But Ben Shapiro had one today, and he was monetized. So
I have no idea what we're even demonetized for. I'm pretty sure it was
wrong
Walton
thing?
saying ass.
Walton, anytime you have Walton on a stream, it just gets demonetized.
You cursed first.
Yeah, but
I
didn't
curse first.
I didn't say
you
about
said
it.
Shit.
That's okay. My mom says that.
Well,
okay. Speaking of demonetization, they've been demonetizing my Daily Stupids, and then I have to sit and wait around for 5 hours before I get my manual review approved, and I haven't lost one yet.
Yeah, I've run that too. I think I've gotten to the point with my videos where it's I'm in the algorithm, so they know it gets approved really quickly. rather than like before it'd take like 5-10 minutes. Well, the other thing too I thought was really funny is that Mr. Tickle Trunk's comment where he said racism. Oh, he has ass. That's why it was censored. That's so yeah. I was like, why was it censored? I was like, oh, ass. That's why. I swear, YouTube. Fat Steven Seagal the Grifter for 2 Canadian pesos. I heard 9 Inch Nails did a cover for Walton's Tree Fucker Incorporated.
Oh, I have to get this. Oh. I'm re-recording the audio for that other one for you there.
Oh, good, because I need a new clip for my StreamYards so we can do China's in the ring. So.
That was really funny. All right, Mr. Tickle Trunk for 5 Canadian pesos. Culture is culture is convenience of other people. Create your own culture. Get together and create art. Yes. Terrence McKenna. Yes. Yeah. That's the thing. I know that Tim Pool was talking about this last night, where basically most people are consumers. And that's the reason why, we need to create our own culture. But like I said, a lot of this has to do with comfort, right? I mean,
we have been creating our own culture, though.
Yeah, look at Comix Gate. EVS has been doing it. I know, everyone may not be happy with him right now. That's neither here nor there. Look at what him and your boy Zack and everyone in Comix Gate has done for the past few years.
Oh,
that is the template.
Yeah. Oh, history is history. Absolutely. Not only the inspiration that was garnered from your boy Zack with Jawbreakers and EVS coming out with Cyberfrog, the amount of people that came out of the ether and said, you know what, I can do that. I was one of those people. That's how my Phantom Menace volumes got started, was by those men and the movement around them. But it was also creating a channel in this community, whether you carry a hashtag or not, none required, collective fandom, whatever, just the culture that we're creating here of helping one another, rising together, supporting charities, trying to fighting for our individuality, our individual perspectives, our ability to like or dislike something, to be ourselves without being harassed by wealthy elitists that call us racists and sexists and all that other garbage. We are creating our own culture here. It's a very positive space. I'm proud of everybody, whether I've had a chance to sit at their lunch table or not. I'm proud of everybody in this indie sphere. That's been working really hard.
The thing is, it's a lot easier to create comics and novels than it is to actually create like a TV show or a movie, because it is, man. As someone who did independent film, it is difficult, especially when you don't have any money.
Well, Mr. H was able to crowdfund 2 films. I know he did put in money for part of it. He did pay apparently out of pocket for part of them. But he crowdfunded 2 films, and isn't there already pieces of them out?
It's not impossible. I'm just saying it's difficult, especially a lot of the expense up front is getting the gear, and when you're not paying people, it's really hard for obligations sometimes, because
I can understand
you're doing that on their goodwill. So if somebody doesn't feel like showing up the set one day, they don't show up the set, because they are doing you a favor. When you're actually paying people to do stuff, well, you're doing them a favor at that point.
You hear that?
Take time, but there's a lot of us in this community.
Yeah.
You hear that, culture? You're going to have to pay people to show up, or we're just not going to do it for your movie.
That's fine. I already said I would pay people. You get grilled cheese sandwich. The actual area that I'm renting to shoot in is close to a Motel 6, so you're going to get the cheapest ass hotel room you've ever seen in your life.
You have bed bugs and all?
No. And I'm going to rent a bus to get you to and from the set. So you're good. You're good.
So it's a horror film?
I'll worry about my own accommodations, culture. I'm not doing Roach Motel 6.
Okay, well then
I'll get an Airbnb somewhere.
Rent your own Winnebago.
Oh golly! I can't get a ride.
All right, Toxic Man Flu for 2 American pesos. I'm going to troll the crap out of Culture's film.
Yes,
good.
Captain Spire for 2 American pesos. By the way, the super chats jumped on me, so I can't highlight them anymore. Captain Spire for 2 American pesos. I'm not buying it. That is in reference to Sarah Silverman.
Oh, hey, Pat Steven gave you a present. I shared it.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm not sharing that.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Toxic Man flew for 2 American pesos. Sarah Silverman can't understand normal thinking. Yeah, well, I think most people in Hollywood can't understand normal thinking at this point, so that's not a stretch. Mr. Tickle Trunk for 5 Canadian pesos. I grew up religious on the road to fundamentalism. When I was on the verge of breaking out, I saw Sarah in that clip. Give her time. Yeah, I think that's the big thing. Is I think everybody should have the opportunity for redemption. And
that's fair. And I will give it time. So in time, I'll say, hey, you know what? I was wrong. I have no problem being wrong later.
Definitely does deserve the scrutiny. And I'm right there with you on that.
I don't know how many of you guys have Parrot Head in your DM, but I wanted to say thank you, Parrot Head. Thank you very much for that picture.
Oh, no.
Okay, Matt Miller for $15. Hail all, back from work late. I have to catch a whole stream on replay. Still throwing some support in the chat, listening to the remainder of the Throwdown and background. Keep it up, gents. Well, thank you, Matt Miller.
Thank you very much, man. Yeah. Thank you. And
Guess who just went on Twitter and saw what you were talking about? This is great.
And by the way, be careful when you start watching the stream over again. Culture is cursing a lot in the beginning, so if you don't want to hear that kind of language, just skip ahead like 5 minutes.
I just talked about how terrible Twitter is, but this is probably the best thing I've ever seen on Twitter, which is not a high standard because I hate Twitter.
Is it from Parrot Head?
Yeah, there's a Parrot Head thing. That's what I'm talking about.
In them DMs.
But I wouldn't show it. I don't want to get us in trouble.
Oh no
trouble.
Toxic Man flew for 5 American pesos. When entertainment options are as numerous as they are today, people like Silverman and other B-listers will lose their fan base.
G-listers.
You can apply that to the A-list too, honestly.
Yeah, you really can. And that's the thing that sucks is that, celebrities, they used to be, cool. The fans at least. Or at least you had that aura of not being a prick, but
You know what else used to exist?
We all know there's plenty of celebrities that that put up a good front, and that's what the thing that they used to do, right? This is the problem with social media, is that when you meet your favorite comic book artist, your favorite movie star, your favorite TV star, they used to put that front up. Now that front's gone, and you really see how they truly are, which is what sucks about all this.
And there's still some good. There's still some pretty like good guys there. Like the guy from Arrow, I think he's pretty solid.
Stephen Amell.
Like fan interactions,
he's really cool. He's really cool.
Fan interactions. But yeah, for the most part,
there are decent people working in Hollywood, John. Absolutely. I mean, we know a couple of them that actually, go incognito in the community. I mean, we got people like Cameron's a good dude. Cameron Pasha, Script Doctor's a good dude. It's a shame. I feel like it's a shame when we do blanket statements because I don't really believe in them. We say all of Hollywood. I mean, people understand what we're talking about.
Yeah,
but there are people there
that not all. We all know.
How about this? Establishment Hollywood. I would say that. Because that at least gives that clarification, that establishment Hollywood. They're establishment.
Do you think if they felt like they had enough cover, you would see a mass exodus?
Absolutely. Because people are sheep, and a lot of people
we have to find a tipping point. We have to find a tipping point. But here's the thing. Do we even care? I mean, we just got done talking about all this punk rock stuff. If we care about that, their tipping point, are we really in pursuit of our own goals? No.
Exactly. And our goal should be making them irrelevant, making the concept of them irrelevant. Think of the kids today have no idea what like a payphone is. It makes no sense to them.
Hey, everybody pick up your copy of Rules for Radicals, learn it, and live it.
Yeah, that is one thing I need to make a video on for Unsafe Space, and specifically around the stuff with the Great Reset. But that's one thing that all of you need to do is go and pick up that book. That way you can understand what you're up against, because these are tactics that they are using, and you can also apply those tactics to them as well. One of the biggest things now, because I pointed this out ever since the whole Hitler box thing from Amazon, because there's that controversy
gosh.
over the quote unquote Hitler mustache. You guys can't see me doing air quotes, but that now is the time to fuck with these companies, to find quote unquote grievances and just start banging them over the head with it just to screw with them. Now is the time.
Yes.
The OK symbol, right?
Yeah, the OK symbol. Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot of fucking crap. Anyway. Jaffo for $4.99. If I worked for YouTube, I would demonetize you for Culture Casito's hair.
It's a weave.
Oh, any other parting kind of words about Mortal Kombat before we end things?
Finish it.
The guy like totally admits that he said all that stuff, but then he tries to say that like we're setting him up for a sequel. But then he also says in the interview previously, he's like, I have a carrot and a stick, and I'm gonna hopefully they'll give us a sequel.
Johnny Cage is an OG. There's no excuse.
Okay.
All of the original characters from the first game are in the trailer, except for Johnny Cage.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Seven playable original characters, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Johnny Cage, and it will be a shame when you don't hear Johnny Cage wins.
And the whole arc between look, and he's integral to the story. He's one of the core 3 characters, core 3 or 4 characters. Well, about 5. They're all really good, actually, but no, he should be there. I'm sorry, that's no damn reason. That's just
Yeah. And
Even
then I also saw.
Yeah, go ahead, Jelani.
No,
No,
you
you
go ahead. Okay.
Hey, real quick, I getting questions about the book. The book that we're talking about is Rules for Radicals by Saul Alinsky.
yeah, I'd never heard of it either. So.
Yeah,
I've heard of it, but I've never
it is
read it.
basically the playbook of the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can play their game better.
Okay, I've already forgotten my point because my memory.
Good job, Vigilante.
You guys rolled it. It went too far, and it's too late.
Well, so even the NPC characters from the first game are in the trailer. So you get like Shang Tsung. I think Reptile shows up as well, and then I
Newt
forget who the
Sabat.
other one is.
Smoke.
Oh, Goro.
Smoke.
Yeah,
There
Goro's
too,
in
yeah.
there, and yeah, Smoke.
Goro.
There's and let me tell you, this is going to be CGI love fest for people like me who want to see like 40-layer composite shots and stuff, or going, oh my god, did you see that? You know, and
They said they use a lot of practical too.
Dude, all those smoke effects, that's not, dude, you see half that stuff is not reals.
Yeah, a lot of the trailer stuff is CG, but they said at least there's CG blood in it, but they said they used gallons of real blood, at least in one interview I saw. So I don't know.
So I got a question for you guys. Based off of these statements that we've heard from this guy, does this kill your enthusiasm for wanting to see the movie now?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Part of it is like I hate that because I had so much enthusiasm, and I think like how could they ruin it? But man, in this Hollywood climate, just I have a DTA. Don't trust anyone. Don't trust anything. So once you give me any reason to doubt you, it's like, dude, it's much easier for me to pull up a YouTube or Twitch stream. I have to go out of my way to enjoy your stuff. I could just forget that you exist off of the strength of forgetting you exist and watch Twitch.
I kind of feel that's like a bit of laziness, though. This is the problem with the lockdown, right? Is the fact that even beforehand, I had to drag myself to go see a movie, and now it's going to be even harder. I think a lot of normies, you basically just killed the fucking industry by doing this.
It is dead.
Yeah, it is.
Look
dead.
at the box office.
Yeah. I think we all miss practical effects. That's the thing that kind of sucks
70s,
about it.
80s films is where it's at.
Mad Max Furiosa was great because it had all the practical effects.
Oh man, I love.
Holy shit!
that.
Was that? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, practical effects are just freaking awesome. And Moot and Bamhammer, I know that you heard that I'm a witch. I'm not a witch.
Well, yeah, you are a witch.
Oh God,
You're
this
a
comic
witch
strip.
culture.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a
Swamp
witch.
Thing.
Shout out to Godzillionaire. He sent me a super chat right as my stream ended. He was giving me money for the new mask fund. So I thank you, Godzillionaire. I just want to say
Godzillionaire is great. I love this. For 2 American pesos, MK will have Johnny Biden's kids in cages instead.
I like that. I like that. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Oh wait, it weighs.
Wait, we have that clip.
Oh, I know.
Come on, man.
That's one of my favorite clips. It really is.
Yeah.
I would say I look forward to more of the Biden memes, but you know, I think they're going to keep him locked away in the basement.
Twice today, he said President Harris.
Yeah, I saw those
At
clips.
least he's honest every now and again.
It's like the third time he's done that. That's
I know, but
hilarious.
twice in the
He is the
same day,
president.
He, oh, man.
Come on.
Are you serious,
Come on,
Culture?
man.
Yeah, just today, twice today.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is John and I consume information. Apparently, it's dumb.
My bad.
Well, you know, some of us have day jobs and we have to focus on that on occasion.
think I
You
do?
can't go and read everything.
That it is part of my day job. So
Yeah. Well, oddly enough, I was reading your Zack Snyder article earlier today while I was working, though. That was the piece of you know, news related stuff I actually had time to consume. But
appreciate that.
Oh well, you know, your website's a regular part of my reading diet. So, Jack of all casuals for $1.99. Hollyweird needs to go back to doing drugs.
Better drugs, at least.
Yeah.
Different ones. They need to
Yeah,
go back.
yeah. You need to go back and do LDS. That's the drug you guys need to get on.
I thought you mean LSD or LSD.
Oh, they
That
need
was
to get
Latter-day
clean.
Saints?
They need to get rid of all their drugs.
That's a Star Trek. That was a Star Trek joke. If you don't know the joke, yeah, I can't help you.
Overhead. Sorry.
Nerd.
Yes, I am.
Anyway, yeah, it's like I get your point, Sean, but I think they were better when they were on drugs.
Yeah.
It's like those rock bands, you know, the 80s bands that were all coked out and they produced the greatest music, and suddenly they all decided to get clean because you know their drummer had a heart attack because he OD'd on smack or something, and so the entire band decides to get clean, and then they all suck.
Need to get George Young back and have him out there supplying him with, you know.
Cocaine was a hell of a drug, right?
A hell of a drug.
Because the 80s is filled with cocaine. Look how great it was.
It was. And we need Dr. Hunter Thompson back. We need so many of these great minds. Well, we need a Belushi back. We need a good Belushi. We need.
We had Farley. The same thing happened.
Yeah, I know. We
I
need.
don't know, the drugs ruin Cash.
Oh man, this
Yeah.
is great. This tickle track for 2 Canadian pesos. I miss normal corporate corruption memories.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't know how good we had it.
Damn it.
Remember when we were raging against the machine in the 90s? What fucking machine? It's like what? I mean, it was a machine, obviously.
He became the machine. I am so mad at what happened to Rage Against the Machine.
No
dude.
shit.
They became the machine. What are you talking about? They're getting exactly what they've been advocating for. I mean,
That's what I just said. They became the machine. You know, it's like we railed against the thing and became the thing. Okay, good job. We didn't do that. We're fucking punk rock. We've been punk rock our whole lives. What's wrong with you?
That's right. Look at Culture's hair.
they would call him a hippie.
They would.
You know.
And I'd kick him squarely in the nuts with my docs. So.
Well, at least you get points for
Your
having
what?
docs.
Your Doc.
Doc Martens.
Doc Martens.
Oh, okay.
When I had a bunch of punk friends, I had really long hair too. I got called hippie all the time, despite having my docs. So anyway, I think it's a good time to wrap it up because it is 12:30 my time, and I have to get up early because I'm going land shopping tomorrow.
Wrap it up.
All right.
I'll take it.
Yep.
Have fun.
My bug out location. Yay!
I can't believe John said,
Ranch.
What's that?
What'd you,
John, what was that?
Oh, I just said so a ranch.
Yeah, basically. Well, oddly enough, it's a larger ranch that's being split up into smaller ones, which is kind of cool.
You need 40 acres and you'll be good to go for the rest of your life.
I wish it was 40. It'll probably be a little smaller than that, but it is what it is.
What's
Anyway.
the I know you're not just looking at the you're looking at the depth, right? So you can build one of those huge time capsules from that. What is
Yeah, you can have
Brendan Fraser.
Oh, definitely.
I doubt.
Are you going to have an
what's that
underground
movie called?
fort?
Am I going to build a bomb shelter? No.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the actual plans for it's going to be. Soy Boy Ranch. Yeah, thanks, Tox. By the way, I finally going to the P.O. box tomorrow to get whatever you sent me. I'm thinking it's that we're still taking bets on what Tox actually sent me.
It's probably something nice because Tox. I shouldn't say this. He actually is a really good dude.
He is a good dude, but he specifically said he sent this to troll me. So
Yeah, 5
He's
pounds
a
of
Blackhawks fan.
Gonna send you manic panic.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
no.
right, let's start with you, John.
Oh, what am I doing?
We're doing
Say
outro.
goodbye,
Sorry.
John.
Say goodbye, John.
Yeah, great.
On the
Yeah,
spot.
thank you for having me on. This was great. I got to do this more often.
Definitely,
had
man.
a lot of fun. But yeah, so I run editor-in-chief at BananaComics.com. We put up articles every single day, and I've also been doing a lot more videos lately. I had 3 up today. So our YouTube is Banana Comics as well. So look for that, and then we're on pretty much all the socials: Minds, Twitter, MeWe, Facebook. I think that's pretty much all of them, right? I don't know. Oh,
Has
Telegram. We're on Telegram too.
Has Facebook been give you guys any more troubles?
I mean, Facebook is like they're all. I mean, Facebook has been horrible since that. So, our real big problem now is Google's totally just like tanking us.
Yeah, it's hard to
Their
find you guys.
Discover
I have to go
function.
directly to your site.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's what's great. I mean, we're seeing tons of organic traffic now. So it's making up for a little bit of it. But yeah, we're Google's definitely coming after us. So but we'll get through it. But yeah, so I think we're putting out some of our best stuff this year. So we're just keep going.
Well, it's not like you don't have a lack of material, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Just thank you for having me on. It's great.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime, man. Culture Casino, the man with the hair.
Oh, I like those
Hello, everyone.
fireworks.
It's a
Oh, yeah.
It's got to prove to you. You got to do the yank.
Every
Look at that.
Every time.
See, I think this is a tag team thing where he says it's a weave, then he brushes the hair.
I can't believe you do that. You do that every time just so I'll brush my hair on the stream, you jerk face.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I'm Culture Casino. I have a YouTube channel. Many of you are subscribed. More of you possibly could. I would appreciate all of those subscriptions. I was 2 subs away from 1,700 this morning. I'd like to see 1,700. I'd like to see 2,000. I'd like to see 200,000. How about 2 million? Anyway, thank you all for coming. We wouldn't have a show without you. I love hanging out with all of my friends here. People that enjoy talking, whether we disagree or agree, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we part as friends, as adults, which the rest of the world should remember that they can do. Have a great night, everybody. Love you.
If you like coffee, you might like Stephen Walton.
This motherfucker. Oh, hi, guys. Thank you so much for being here and watching these bastards come at my neck. I love all of each and every one of you in the chat. Thank you so much for hitting the like button and sharing out the link. Thank you for supporting all these wonderful channels and all the people in our community. You do me a favor and choose your favorite 2 or 3 YouTubers and share out links to their channels. Give comments on their videos and get active with those channels. It would be very much appreciated. We don't have an industry to support us. We only have each other, and we rise together. Hail to everybody that helped make that charity stream happen the other night on Uche's channel. I'm proud of this community, proud of what we can do when we come together and we help promote one another. It's a beautiful thing to behold. I'm glad to be a part of it, and I'm glad to have been here since the ground floor. So I am author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian, your historian, born in the chats of the High Council with my brothers and sisters, fighting for our modern mythologies. Wash your hands, wash your ass, be good to each other, yet suffer no fools. Peace.
He is Gotham. He is the Knight. He is Vigilante Williamson.
I don't know if I'm Gotham, especially after how pissed I am at
Okay.
Warner Brothers.
I guess I could have opened with he is Detroit, but
Yeah. I'm not in Detroit no more, so I don't know if that's app. But I am Vigilante Williamson. At least I think I am. I do YouTube, and I have 300 some odd subs, and this is mainly from this very show, or this channel, I should say, coming on Comics Division. I had like 100 some odd subs, and one day I said, hey, there's 100 of you in the chat, and if all of you sub to me, I'd have this many subs, and a lot of you did. And over time, I think most of the people from that chat probably have subbed. But if you have not subbed, please do. I talk about pop culture and politics, and quite frankly, I don't think I'll ever be pushed by this platform, because I think I've thought this for a long time on my channel, that I got hitting the bad algorithm or whatever. So if you guys, I really do need you guys to sub if you like what you heard with me talking shit and cracking jokes. I know I pissed off Lasso of Truth about the fake titties. I'm just not a fake titty guy. We all got our likes and dislikes. There's plenty of people who love fake titties, so you don't have to worry about me. But please, if you don't mind, give me a sub. You can see my thoughts on the whole Snyder thing, either through my stream or my video or my thoughts on other stuff. So please check me out, and thank you again, Comix, for having me. And it's cool to stream with John F. Trent from Bounding in the Comics, because he's really, I mean, how much of YouTube gets their content from Bounding?
This community, quite a bit.
Hail to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like literally he is the almost official, unofficial media source of the Fandom Menace and the extended Fandom Menace. And thank you for being that, because we all appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man, it was great. It was great streaming with you too, man. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Loved it.
All right. I got a few more super chats to square up real quick. Toxic Man flew for 2 American pesos. Stevie Wonder misses golf balls all the time.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully it won't jump all
So
the
does
way
Abby.
down.
Oh, I didn't even think about that connection.
Ouch.
Now the joke has another layer. It will never die.
It certainly does. Crazy Cat Guy with the super sticker for 5 American pesos with a fox dog thing saying, good job. Well, thank you. And it jumped. Oh, cool. Not all the way down. He sends another sticker for 3 American pesos with the fox dog thing waving bye-bye. Bye-bye, Crazy Cat Guy. Let's see. Darius Munchausen for 2 American pesos. Post-apocalypse starring Comix in Texas Wasteland. Well, fortunately, it's not actually in the Texas Wasteland. It's pretty damn close. The super cheap land in Texas is when you start getting over closer to the border, it actually is the desert. This is not desert, thankfully. It's still considered to be, I guess, Texas Hill Country, which is nice.
Do those hills have eyes?
Do they? Maybe. Stone Cold Jeremy for $1.99 with the super sticker of a thumbs up. I'll do the thumbs up for you guys, but unfortunately, camera no worky.
Culture, screw you and your propaganda and your misinformation and all of the stuff that you try and smear me with.
Ew.
That's nasty.
Gross.
Fix your weave.
Feels like, what the fuck did I get into?
Yeah, pretty much.
Koalas in the rain, koalas in the rain. No fucks given.